Hi, families. It's Mrs. Chan. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm a little nervous about tomorrow because it's our first full day and it's our first day of doing reading rotations online. It might be a little tricky. So what I'm going to do is once reading rotations start, if your child is not in the first group that I'm seeing, I'm pushing them out into the Zoom waiting room. So then it doesn't log them out of our Zoom meeting. It just puts them in the waiting room so then they can work on their computers quietly without being disturbed by the other meeting going on. And then also they don't have to log off and log back on. So once I'm done with my first group, I'm going to send those kids back into the waiting room, and then I'm going to admit the kids in the next group into our Zoom meeting. So that way, like if they're reading by their computer or if they're working on their computer, the Zoom meeting will automatically pop back up on their screen and I'll be like, hey, time for your reading group. And then they can come and work with me. So my hope is that we're not losing as many kids, and then you don't have to like set a timer because I'll just let them back in. Please make sure that they're around their computer around the time that they have to be there. So like if they want to go read somewhere else in the house, that's great, but make sure that they're by their computer when it's their time. When the kids aren't with me, they're going to have a list of assignments to do, and they need to do them in the order that I give them because it's most important to least important of what I need them to get done for the day. So if you look at the schedule, I'm also going to show them on the Google Slides presentation I made. The first thing they need to start today is their iReady reading assessment. So they need to log on to iReady. They can use this link and they're going to click reading. They're going to want to click math because they've been doing math, but we're going to do both each day now. So they need to click on the reading assessment and they need to get started. It's really important that they do it first because if they're in my second reading group, that first 20 minutes, they need to get it done. After the 20-minute timer goes off, please stop them. I don't want them doing more than 20 minutes a day, so please stop them after 20 minutes. Once they've finished their 20 minutes, they'll go down to number 2. It says, We Are All Wonders, and it's our Google Classroom assignment. So they know that they need to log on to Google Classroom and complete this. It might take some of them longer or shorter. That's okay. If they finish early, they're just going to read longer. And then when they're all done, they're going to read silently, or if they can read out loud, they're not in the classroom, their choice. And if for some reason you don't have books at home for your child to read, they can always log on to the Tumble Books library by clicking here, and here's our username and password. If they do have books at home, I would rather that they read their books at home because they need a break from the screen. So all 3 of these assignments are done independently. So it's flexible. If your child is having a hard time or needs a break, they are more than welcome to take a break and finish it later in the day. But all 3 of these assignments are due by 8 o'clock. So if they need your help, it would be great for you to do it later and then you can help them. Remember, no helping on the reading assessment though. You can just be there for technology. So that's how that's going to work. We also tried out waiting rooms today. So waiting room is when they first try to log on to Zoom, it puts them in a waiting room, and then I have to admit them in. If not, they just hang out in this waiting room. So anytime throughout the day that I'm having them do an assignment independently, or if we're going on lunch break or anything like that, I am going to put them in the waiting room. So then they're not interacting with each other, but then they're also not distracted by each other. So they'll be in a waiting room on and off throughout the day. So they're going to be logged on to Zoom the whole day. It's just they're not going to be live the whole day. So I'm hoping this works best versus having them log on and off. So I'll keep you updated. And the other thing is it's going to be a little overwhelming at first going full day for all of us. So I am trying to work in lots of breaks throughout the day. But if it's independent work time and your child is having a hard time or really needs a break, please give them a break and finish the work later. And if you don't finish the work, just email me and let me know what's going on. Just keep me in the loop. And I'm very flexible and we can figure things out together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope tomorrow's successful. Fingers crossed. And I hope you guys have a great night. Bye.